Thank you for this question. Short answer, no, not quite. If an abbreviation does not spell a pronounceable word, it's an initialism. Let's look at it this way. Abbreviation has two kids. One kid, initialism, the other kid, acronym. I'll say it again. Abbreviation has two kids. One kid is an acronym, one is an initialism. So let us just rewind and talk about abbreviation. Now, abbreviate means to make shorter. If you abbreviate something, you make it shorter. So you could abbreviate the name of an organization or something by using the initial letters. And the initial letters are the first letters of any part of the major words. So the initial is the first letter of a word. My name is Gail Green Williams. My initial would be GGW. Sometimes someone says to you, initial here on the document, please, and you put your initial, John Brown, JB, that's your initial. So when an abbreviation has letters, but they can't pronounce an actual word, it's called an initialism. An initialism would be like the FBI. It's the abbreviated form of Federal Bureau of Investigation, but you can't pronounce it. You're not going to say FUBI. It doesn't make an actual word. Just like IRS, ERS does not make a pronounceable word. However, it is the abbreviated form of Internal Revenue Service. The I, the R, and the S are the initial or first letter of Internal Revenue Service. The initial letters, the letters are in the initial position. However you want to phrase it, that's the first letter of the major words. So IRS is an initialism. An initialism is one of the kids of abbreviation. So abbreviation is the mother term for both of them. Now, you have abbreviations that just happen to spell out actual words. And these are called acronyms. Now, one abbreviation that I knew since I was a kid, one that is an acronym, was United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. When I was in the 7th grade, I was a member of this club, UNESCO. That is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Who wants to say that mouthful? So they broke it down. They took the initial or first letter of every word and then they called it UNESCO. Lucky them, it spelled an actual word, or people would be saying UNESCO. The UNESCO did this, but luckily it spells a word, and that's called an acronym. An abbreviation that spells a word is called an acronym. There are abbreviations that spell words and abbreviations that don't spell words. Abbreviations that make an actual word are called acronyms. Abbreviations that don't make an actual word, like FBI, are called initialisms. Initialisms and acronyms are the two kids of abbreviation. So, just like GIF or GIF, I think everybody says it's GIF. You know those memes that you have with your emojis on your phone keyboard? Look on your keyboard if you have GIF. Kind of stand that word. It means graphic interchange format, GIF. We have all said GIF because none of us actually knew that was actually an acronym that means what I just said. We thought GIF was just the name of it and that was it, just like scuba and just like, well, not NASA. I think most of us knows that NASA spells an actual word, but it's an abbreviation of the space agency. So in the previous video, I talked about NASA, I talked about scuba, I talked about GIF, and these are all abbreviations that spell words, just like WHO, the World Health Organization. They were lucky enough that their abbreviation, WHO, actually makes a pronounceable word. Now, please let me know if I have answered this question because I am explaining for my life over here. If you were passing by and you saw me over here explaining for my life, tell me if you understood it without the context of what video came before. But please go back and watch the other video where I talked about the fact that many people say acronym when they just mean initialism. Many of us did not actually know the word initialism. We know acronym, but we don't know initialism. And so we thought just because it was an abbreviation, it was an acronym. No. An abbreviation, which is a way of shortening a word, is only an acronym if it spells out a pronounceable word like scuba, like NASA, like UNESCO, like WHO. Other abbreviations that do not spell out an actual word, but it's an abbreviation because we've made it smaller, are like CVS. And another one in the video was BMW. I did not know that BMW was actually an abbreviation. It's an abbreviation, aka an initialism, because BMW does not spell a pronounceable word. BMW. So BMW would not be a pronounceable word. That means BMW is just a regular initialism and not an abbreviation that spells a word, aka an acronym. All right, I am Gail, explaining for my life, and I am Miss Green to my students. I thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, and please follow, because I love words and I love sharing words. The next video I'm going to be posting is about people saying unprecedented. If you don't know what is wrong with unprecedented, then you need to watch this next video coming up. Again, I'm Gail, Miss Green to my students, and I thank you for watching.